What's good, y'all? Welcome back to Bowler Central. Happy New Year, first and foremost. All right, it's me and Phil. He's on this side. Sorry. We're here to talk about some WWE, and as you can see by the title, we're going to be giving out WWE Awards for last year. It's a new year, new possibilities, new matches, new feuds. We're ready for it all. But let's get into 2024. Um, we're going to start with the entrance of the year, which is the first award that we are going to give out. And I want you to go first.
Okay. Well, this one was a very popular one. And Backlash, Jey Uso, all the lights out, all the fireflies around him.
Mm-hmm.
Got to go. Definitely fan favorite, especially for everyone involved, especially after Bray Wyatt and stuff like that. So
that France Backlash entrance was fire. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna actually go because to be different. I'm gonna go with I'm going with the final boss entrance at Mania. I low key I don't remember the SmackDown that he came in where it was actually the coldest entrance to me, but his entrance at Mania was honestly unrivaled. It was a top entrance that entire Mania. So I'm gonna go with that one. I'm not mad at that Jey Uso answer. That was up there for me as well. Every entrance for Jey Uso was actually up there at this point now. But yeah, definitely that final boss entrance at Mania for me. Next up, we're gonna go tag team of the year, and I guess we'll alternate. So I'll go first with this one.
Okay.
My tag team of the year is actually gonna be Bianca and Jade. I'm gonna give the women some love here. To me, this is the best tag team in the world. Unfortunately, Jade did get hurt and she's off TV right now. But this is the best tag team in the world, and it's gonna take them imploding for somebody to really get the belt off of them when Jade returns. I see it happening, but that's gonna be my answer, my champion for my winner for tag team of the year. What you got?
For me, we're gonna dip a little bit into the NXT side of things. For Axiom, Nathan Frazier, Axiom. Every time I tuned into a PLE for NXT, I did not see them miss at all. Any of their matchups, whether against Chase U, against other teams as well in the division, great match almost every single time.
They don't miss. They really don't miss. That's a great answer. I love them too. I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't going into the NXT side, but maybe I'll tap a little deeper into my bag now for these next few awards. But let's get into the third award, which will be the return of the year. Do we have the same answer? We just might.
Yeah, I mean,
get into it though. Go ahead.
Roman, SummerSlam. It's been a while since his WrestleMania loss. It was building up to this. I'm pretty sure you had the same thing.
That is my return of the year as well. If I had to pick anything else, it'd be literally The Rock from the beginning of the year.
Yeah, we didn't get much this year return wise. So
yeah, but WWE's still rolling, so we can't be mad at that.
True.
Next award will be the faction of the year. And my answer is easily going to be Bloodline 2.0. Bloodline 2.0, whatever you want to call it. They are still faction of the year. They carry the year. The only other options really Judgment Day or Street Trash, whatever you call them. Legado del Fantasma is probably an option as well. Yeah, I'm gonna just go with the Bloodline though. They ran away with this award.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to disagree with you. I went with the same one. It's been dominating WWE for the last couple of years. Hard to go away from it.
Very hard to go away from it. Here's what it is though. And next award we're gonna get into is the turn of the year, heel or face turn of the year. I know my answer, but I'm gonna let you go.
Now this one was a very, 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 very late entry. It happened near the end of 2024. Woods and Kofi on Big E. Obviously, we said on this pod that Woods and Kofi turning on E. I mean, it's sort of justified just because Big E did obviously do other things while his neck was healing when he could have been there when they were fighting each other, etc., etc. But for me, late entry, but wasn't Kofi turn of the year.
That's not what I thought you were gonna say. But my turn of the year, since I said I was going to dip into my NXT bag, Give me Mello.
Mello, yeah.
That Mello turn on Trick.
Trick Mello.
Melo's always been a great heel. And Trick Williams was very much over and no longer needed Mello. So it was an appropriate time. Mello came up to the main roster right after anyway.
Did you see New Year's Evil?
Hmm?
Did you see New Year's Evil?
I did not.
Ah, okay. That one's spoiled thing then.
But yeah, Mello on Trick. My other option was actually going to be, my answer was KO.
Ah, yeah.
Until you gave that Fraxium answer, I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm going to go with Mello now. Babyface of the Year is the next award. And this is a very simple answer for me. My answer is going to be, I don't actually, because he's really playing the tweener role, but like he played the tweener role for a lot of the year. But my answer is actually going to be Damian Priest.
Ah.
He started the year as a heel. He really did turn into a tweener when R-Truth really entered the Judgment Day.
Yep.
And when he became champion, he was still playing that tweener role. To me, he was still playing that tweener role. And then during his reign, as he's supposed to be a heel, he was still playing a tweener role. When he fully turned face, he took off. And I'm rolling with Priest as my answer.
I'm going with very popular. He won the IC title during this run as well in 2024. Mr. Jey Uso. Main event Jey Uso.
Yeah. Very fair.
Okay. Hey. He even got Rhea. And if you got Vanessa Hudgens to do the thing, automatic win.
Yeah, I thought you were going to go into a little spiel about why you're picking Jey. But
oh, yeah. Mini spiel.
That's why I took a bite, but it is what it is. Okay. Next up is the heel of the year. Phil, what do you
got? Drew McIntyre. Obviously, he had a lot of speeches, a lot of hate. This man was probably, a lot of people doesn't have to argue about this, hater of the year on social media, during WWE shows, etc., etc. He did his thing to hate his best on CM Punk, and
yes, he did.
Hater of the Year award.
My answer for heel of the year, I'm torn between a few names, but I'm gonna just to be different. I'm letting you guys know this now. I'm not gonna go with the most obvious answer. The most obvious answer probably for babyface of the year was either Cody or Jay.
Yep.
Like easy answers. Don't get me wrong. And I'm not trying to knock on you for saying Jey Uso, because I'm just trying to go a little outside the box, because these awards, if we're being honest, they really don't mean anything. These are our personal picks.
Right.
So
also Bleacher Reports don't either.
Yeah. Bleacher Reports awards don't mean anything either. So we're basically going with our personal picks. So my answers will be a little outside the box and a little different than a regular LA Knight, Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes answer. All right. So for my heel of the year, I'm going to go with Solo Sikoa.
Ah, nice.
Carried the entire Bloodline story until SummerSlam. Post SummerSlam really turned a corner and got comfortable on that mic. And we're seeing a completely different Solo now. This is not the Solo that we saw on NXT. This is definitely not the Solo we saw with the original Bloodline. But he's tapping into, I feel like, the little brother aspect of himself right now, because he's really playing an annoying little brother who wants to be top dog. That's what it seems like to me. That's what it looks like to me as he's not anymore, because he lost to Ulafala last week. But that's what it looked like to me when he was playing that Tribal Chief character. So that's going to be my heel of the year right there. Now, as male star of the year, as I just said, my awards were going to be a little outside the box. This one, I'm going to just give it to the clear answer. Star for me, male star of the year is Jey Uso. That's it. There's no other answer. And Jey Uso, his entrance last week at Raw, self-explanatory.
True. For me, I picked Gunther just because you need someone to help elevate that title. He had great matches throughout the year. He had good promos. You needed someone to help, lift the title from the other side of the other brand. I think he was your guy. He told a lot of stories. Also, him and Imperium, him and Mr. Kaiser, Ludwig Kaiser, did their thing as well. So I think he was also like what male wrestler of the year for I think some media, but I forgot what it was. But like I said,
I think
that's
so
them.
too. Yeah,
I know, so
I think I saw that before too.
yeah, he's really building up that prestige of that title.
Mm-hmm. All right. Just so you know, guys, we do have graphics that Phil made, and I told him not to. He put in the extra work. I do want to give you a shout out for that.
Force of habit. Sorry.
Yeah, but I told him not to because they were like I was not gonna. I'm not putting them up. For some reason, actually, recently my laptop has been taking pisses on me, and I'm talking about during gigs when it feels like it's being over. When I think it thinks it's being overworked or something. So I try to minimize what I do on here now. Like I don't have any tabs open except for this. So that's why the graphics are not up on my side. But Phil did make the graphics. He also makes almost every graphic for Bola Central. So let's give it. I don't have my soundboard here, but let's really give a round of applause to Phil for doing that work, man. Putting that work in. But next up, and I only said that because the graphic that he put for Female Star of the Year was very biased. But the Female Star of the Year. Who's your Female Star of the Year?
Or is it to throw you off? I chose Liv Morgan. It was all about the revenge tour. She basically once he got the title from Becky Lynch, all themes ahead. She was the her and Dom main storylines, etc. But all that, basically, she was the star of the show for Raw. Mostly all of the Raws were based around her and Rhea Ripley. So she basically helped carry the show when things were looking the best for Raw. So she did her thing as well. A lot of people doubted her before the title reign, etc. What she can do in the ring, how can she carry herself around a mic, etc. Personality, and she showed up this year.
All right. That was my answer, actually.
And I also I met her, so yeah.
The only reason why I was going to pick her over Rhea is because of the reason that actually Liv was there the entire year. Rhea, I mean, you can't do anything about injury. True. But Rhea did take some weeks off due to injury. She was written off a few times. But
yeah.
Because you picked Liv, and like I said, I want my answer to be a little different. I'm gonna go with Nia Jax.
Redemption arc.
I enjoyed her. I enjoyed her entire year, starting with the Women's Battle Royal for the title. After Mania, okay, I enjoyed the Queen of the Ring. I enjoyed her winning the title. I enjoyed her entire reign, her entire feud with Tiffy, and Nia put in a lot of work this year. If I'm being honest, completely different Nia from her first run. I'm actually a fan now. And that's going to be my answer. The obvious answer would have been Rhea Ripley for both of us, if we're being honest. But let's get a little outside the box.
Hey, I met Liv, so she's getting my vote regardless. So
fair. He did meet Liv Morgan. Didn't give her my Instagram or anything, but did meet her.
Oh.
Let's get into the next category, which is the match of the year. I think I actually have to go first here.
Yeah, go ahead.
My match of the year. See, this one I was kind of torn with because I had like a few options that I wanted to go with. My answer is actually going to be very outside the box answer, by the way. I'm going to go with the Dirty Dogs, Baron Corbin, and Braun Breaker against Fraxium.
Oh, wow. That was a while ago.
NXT tag titles. That was a banger of a match. That's the only thing I can say about it. It was a banger of a match. If I had to pick a main roster match.
Okay. NXT deserves some love too.
So what?
NXT deserves some love as well. That's nice to be pointing them out.
If I had to pick a main roster match, I'm actually going to go with that tag match from night one. Obviously, with the in-ring, from an in-ring aspect, it wasn't like, what do they call it? A barn burner.
Yep.
Yeah, it wasn't like obviously the best match of all matches, but the storytelling alone from that tag match in night one, especially with the cliffhanger leading into night two, amazing. And that's my answer for matches. Those are my answers for match of the year.
Yeah. For me, I had two options. Basically, obviously, Roman versus Rhodes night two, just because of the storytelling wise. Everyone, also the ending was probably the most rewatched ending in a while for WWE. All those stars coming out, Cena, Rock, Undertaker, etc., everyone coming out to help out in the ending. But I chose my number one, CM Punk versus Drew at Bad Blood, just because of it being Hell in a Cell, the storytelling, all the small details and elements being put in there, just like the a bracelet that CM Punk was obsessing over that cost him a match or two. It cost Drew McIntyre the last match because he got too cocky and wanted to shove it in CM Punk's face. So just the storytelling aspect of that alone for me wins the match of the year.
Sorry not to cut you off. Unpopular opinion. The strap match was actually the best out of the three.
Oh yeah, the GTS's tag, GTS tag, GTS tag. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, the strap match to me was the best out of the feud, but I'm not mad at that Hell in a Cell answer. Yep. Their entire feud was banger after banger after banger. And then CM Punk did put it on another banger with Seth Rollins on Monday. Great match. But those are our matches of the year. Feud of the year. I don't want to be basic with this one, but you're going first.
So let me get the basic one out the way. Just like you mentioned, CM Punk versus Drew. Ever since WrestleMania, when CM Punk costed Drew McIntyre the title, ever since then, Drew McIntyre put a hating masterclass on CM Punk, and they had a nice little trilogy that ended up in Bad Blood. I mean, hey, they did their thing.
My answer for feud of the year happened end of the year. I was going to be basic and actually say, Rock Roman against Cody Seth. But I'm going to go with that KO and Cody because Cody's title reign to me has been very bland. Until the KO feud when KO fully turned. It's literally just been KO justified in all of his actions and his crash out. And it now finally gave Cody a compelling heel to actually work with. And it's literally just been a great story ever since. And that's all I got. That's all I got to say, man. It's been some damn good wrestling and some damn good promos. And it's been a great feud. All right. And next up, we're going to go with the best moment of the year.
The finale.
Best moment of the year. This is... Let me not try to think outside the box with this one. To me, the best moment of the year. Like I said, to me, it's not outside the box. Because, people are going to sit here and say, how could you not say Cody beating Roman at Mania was not the best moment? Because I didn't want Roman's reign to end. Okay? Let me put that out there. I was not a fan of Cody finishing his story this year. I actually wanted Roman to break the Hogan record. I also wanted Roman to fight Rock at Mania.
Well,
but I understand, people's grievances with Roman not being here every week, being the champion. So, I understand the belt coming off, and I understand people loving the moment. As for me, I'm a Roman guy. I'm not a Cody guy. I'm not the biggest fan of Cody. Also, the fact that he left, came back, and it took him 2 years just to get the title. Not really a fan of that because you really did overstep Seth, Jay, the possibility of Solo, the possibility of Braun Breaker, all other possibilities of, people who were here already getting the title off of him. Yeah, losing those possibilities hurt. So I'm sorry, I've been chatting for a little bit. Let me get into this. My moment of the year will actually be the Wyatt 6 introduction. My other option would have been the Jey Uso Firefly moment, but Phil mentioned that already. So I'm going to get to the Wyatt 6 introduction. And it meant a lot because, as we know, we did lose Bray Wyatt last year. Was it last year or was it 2 years ago?
I believe it was near the end of last year.
I think it was in 2023 where we lost Bray Wyatt. Or was it
2023?
It was 2023? Okay.
Yep.
So that's when we lost Bray, obviously. And Wyatt 6, Bo Dallas, Eric Rowan, Dexter Lumis, Joe Gacy, Alexa Bliss, and not Alexa Bliss, Nikki Cross. Sorry, came together to honor Bray, and the way that they did it, and the way that Bo Dallas has stepped up into the role of being, I guess you can say, the face of fear. But Bo Dallas has, for one, he sounds so much like Bray that it's scary, and he's acting like Bray would have been acting, and it's like, it's very touching. And their introduction, the production that was put into that was just top notch and amazing to me. So that is going to be my moment of the year.
True. And this is where we balance each other out. I'm going with what he said. Cody obviously winning at Mania against Roman, just because, new era for WWE. Roman did everything he could. He definitely carried WWE for that period when he was the tribal chief and champion. But then the match happened, and like I mentioned with the match of the year candidate, the ending, all of those, characters from the storyline getting involved, the Usos, Sammy, KO, etc., everyone getting involved. And we saw legends from Rock's past, Undertaker, John Cena get involved as well. Just a nice little bow wrap to help usher in a new era for WWE as they now move forward into Netflix. So it was just a nice touch to say thank you, Roman, and we'll see how Cody Rhodes does, which, he could be doing better. Like I said, I agree with Elijah. Some of the storytelling could be better, but, obviously it takes one show at a time, one day at a time to help get those things.
Listen, to no fault of Cody.
Yeah.
It's literally just booking. They haven't had real heels for him to like really get into compelling stories with. And, things have shifted recently. We now have some good heels on SmackDown, with KO really being the biggest one, which is why they're still working together. I am worried about Roman, though. Not Roman, Cody, because I don't know where his story does go after this. I'm assuming it's Randy, returning, heel turn. But we'll see what happens. SmackDown is actually about to start in the next 2 minutes, and I'm going to get to watching. But yeah, I'm not mad at that moment of the year, because if we're being honest, that was definitely the craziest moment of the year. And I know for sure everybody who was watching Mania, when the Shield theme hit, all logic went out the window and everybody thought it was Mox. Okay. That was, I love how collectively everybody in the world just threw logic out the window and was like, oh shit, Dean Ambrose is back. That was, yeah. But that was the funniest thing to me ever.
Yeah.
I was really sitting there. I was at a watch party. I was with a few of my boys. It was about 5 of us there. We're sitting there. We hear the theme, and we're all just like, "Mox, what the fuck? What the fuck?" And then we see Seth, and we're like, "Yeah, why did we think that?"
Yeah. Also, everyone wanted Stone Cold Steve Austin there instead of Undertaker as well. So
it was a financial disagreement. That's why.
Yeah.
But that was the booking. But yeah, that was a great moment of the year. I'm not mad at that decision that you had there with that moment of the year. I'd have picked the same thing if this was supposed to be like a real public, everybody in agreement on this one thing. Yeah, that probably was a moment of the year.
Hey, it's your opinion. Your opinion. You stick to it. You stick to it.
Nah, for sure. Yeah, I'm not. Like I said, I'm not walking back anymore. I'm just saying that is sure what I got. But let us know in the comments what y'all think. I'll go through the categories one more time, just so you don't gotta rewind and everything. But categories are. Sorry, I gotta scroll all the way back to the beginning. Entrance of the year, tag team of the year, return of the year, faction of the year, turn of the year, heel or face, baby face of the year, heel of the year, male star of the year, female star of the year, best match of the year, best feud of the year, and then the best moment of the year. Let us know down in the comments what you guys think was the best moment of the year. Let us also know what you are looking forward to in 2025 when it comes to WWE. I can tell you right now, I'm looking forward to this John Cena retirement.
Heel turn finally.
I actually do think he might turn heel this year. Um, I've said this plenty of times. I'll say this because maybe Hunter will see it because we know he's on the internet. What I want to happen is I want Cena to like win his title number 17 at SummerSlam. But it has to happen at SummerSlam because whoever wins Money in the Bank has to come in and cash in right after that and literally they'll become the biggest heel in the industry. Not just in WWE. I'm talking about AEW, TNA, Impact, New Japan, everything. They will become the biggest heel in the industry. And that is exactly what I want to see. That's what I'm looking forward to this year. Hopefully I want that to happen. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Cena. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens at Mania. I'm looking forward to this bloodline story reaching its next chapter, next inning, whatever we call it.
But we're 7th, 8th inning. Whatever inning we're in.
I don't even think we're that far in for real. There's layers on layers on layers with the story. We might be in about 6th inning at this point. I feel like they might have accelerated some things, so we might be in like the 6th inning. 7th inning is a possibility, but I really feel like it's the 6th inning because Roman said they were in the 3rd last year. So,
oof.
Or was it last year? Maybe it was 2 years ago, but 2 years ago, meaning 2023. We just started 2025, giving it some time. But yeah, what are you looking forward to this year?
I'm looking forward to see how Raw continues on Netflix. I did the watch party a couple days ago on this debut, and I'm probably going to plan on doing some more. I don't know if it'll be weekly, but definitely plan to do more watch parties for all 3 brands, hopefully. I'm just looking forward to see how the NXT era goes as well. We had some changes this past Tuesday. I'm not going to say what, but I'm looking forward to see how they move on from certain things. So,
well, listen, I'm excited to see how they move on Netflix too. I wasn't at the watch party with you. Obviously, I was at a physical watch party myself. Yep. For those who don't know why Phil wasn't invited to my physical watch party, we live in 2 different areas entirely.
Yes.
He lives in this, where do you live? Utica.
Upstate New York. You live in your area.
I live in Long Island. So it's 2 different areas. But still my bro. And we will be here. Just make sure you follow us on Instagram. Probably not TikTok. I mean, still follow us on TikTok.
Well, for another weekend, some change because it's already set.
Like I said, follow us on TikTok because you never know.
Hopefully,
some people get some brains and relax. Follow us on YouTube, Baller Central. We got a gaming channel as well. Phil's on the gaming channel. I almost had a super clip for you that I'm gonna tell you about when we get off of here. Other than that, like I said, Instagram. But we do have Facebook, we have Twitter, Baller Central 4, and all of that. And make sure you're subscribed, liking, subscribing, comment. Like I said, let us know down below who you're giving your awards to and what you're looking forward to this year in 2025.
The notifications on so you know when we go live or when we upload as well.
Facts, for sure. Keep those notifications on. Enjoy y'all Saturday. I think he said this is going up on Saturday. Enjoy your Saturday. Enjoy your weekend. Stay warm. We are praying for LA, man. We are wishing y'all the best, man. Hopefully these fires end. What else? What am I forgetting? I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I'm not.
Follow us on all the socials. Stay up to date with everything. Pretty much.
Yeah,
got everything. Yeah.
I ain't forgetting anything for real. But yeah, man. Like I said, comment down below. Like, comment, subscribe, follow. We are here. We are Baller Central. This mic wasn't even on the entire time. I don't know why I had it in front of me. But we're out of here, man. Enjoy your day. See you next time.